Why would you? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! It's Jessica and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. So in the last episode we got to know Karma a little better than earlier in the game, and after doing so we learned that he is in fact a noble person. Don't know exactly why, but aside from the sword training and everything, Lucette was hanging out with Waltz, but for some reason there was some random guy coming up to her saying, I know who you are, I can bring you back to your father, I know you're a princess, even though nobody's supposed to know that unless you're cursed. So I'm just wondering who the hell that guy is, and the fact that how did Waltz like lose his way with Lucette, you know what I mean? It feels like the whole thing was like set up. But anyway, Karma came to the rescue, saved us, but unfortunately Lucette fainted. So, let's continue. Before I can collapse, I feel my arms pulling me back up. Rest easy, Princess Lucette. I close my eyes and fall into blackness. When I wake up, Anise is setting a tray of food down beside my table. She does not notice that I rise slowly from my bed. Anise? Oh, Princess, wait, you're up! We were worried about you. Lady Delora and Lady Parfait said that you were out because of shock, but still. How long have I been asleep? Just a few hours, Princess. Don't worry about your chores now. Lady Dolores says that if you're feeling better later, you can use Mr. Broom. Just thinking about using Mr. Broom gives me a headache. Where's Karma and Waltz? Waltz is scouting town looking for the man that captured you. And Karma? I think he might be in his room, Princess. He's got patrol tonight, so he's resting a little bit. If he has patrol tonight, then that means he must have been resting this morning too. How did he know I needed help? Did you need anything, Princess? No, I'm gonna go visit Karma. What? To thank him? However, he knew if Karma hadn't been there, things would have not ended so well. Yeah, that's true! How the fuck did Karma know that she needed help? This is so odd. Yes. That's sweet, Princess. Oh, Lady Delora wants to talk to you about what happened and when you're feeling up to it. Okay. I wait until Anise leaves the room before I follow her after her. It's only after I exit the room that I realize I do not know where Karma's room is. Anise must have assumed that I already knew with us being partners and all. It's fine, I do not need Anise's assistance for this. I can find Karma's room on my own. It takes me some time, but eventually I found a room with his name on the door in carefully flowery letters. Of course, it suits him. I simply open the door without thinking to knock. Why would you? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! Lucette, you're supposed to knock! You can't fucking do that! I expect to find Karma laying in bed, but instead standing in front of a mirror changing his clothes. Princess? Oh! I did not think I had ever seen a shirtless man before. Oh my god! Oh, indeed. He turns to me and the realization that he's standing just in his pants hits me hard in the stomach. My face feels incredibly uncomfortably warm. Why are you just standing there? Put on your clothes! And then I noticed a large tattoo on his chest. It is a rose ensnared by many vines. I stare at it for a few moments before Karma puts on the hand over it to conceal it. It's rude to come into a lady's room unannounced, you know. Dude, you gotta knock! You can't fucking do that! Knock before you enter someone else's room. Oh my god. Karma slips his usual dress on carefully over his head and then approaches me. I take a step back without realizing. Karma raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me mischievously. It is a familiar look, but it rattles me more than ever it has before. My princess, you're so red as a tomato. Are you okay? Does this man always need to point out the obvious? I'm fine. There's no need to shout, darling. Now, what did you come in here for? To see me? The beautiful Karma? Does everything always have to revolve around you? Well, you are breaking into my room. I am barely able to stifle a sigh. Well? I cross my arms and frown at him. His smile makes it hard to get my next words out. I came here to thank you. Do my ears deceive me? What did you say, Princess? Princess? Thank you for saving me. I saw you fought back. That was a very admirable attempt. You saw me? Yes, as you were coming to the end of the alleyway. But I didn't manage to escape. It doesn't matter, Princess. You certainly made the effort. But I digress. You are quite welcome, Princess. It is my pleasure. I should leave. Wait, what? I turned to leave, but Karma grabs my hands and pulled me back. But Princess, don't you owe me something? So Karma was expecting something in return after all. I should have known. I think you owe me an apology. You did come into my room unannounced after all. What is he talking about? So you broke into my room. I demand you to help me with my makeup. Then I will forget your transgression. Your makeup? Yes, darling. I thought you were resting because you were going on patrol tonight. Resting? Nonsense! I have much to do! My makeup earlier was so messy that I washed my face in order to reapply it. Cannot believe I'm going to agree to this. Fine. Ah, what a splendid day today is. Come, Princess, let's do this by the mirror. Karma pulls me over to the mirror where I can see both of our faces reflected. He has a surprising variety of makeup on the dresser beside him. I do not even care that much for my appearance. Why am I helping Karma with his makeup? Now, which feature on the face do you think is the most important one to highlight my face? What? What are your eyes attracted to the most on a person's face? When they are laughing? When they smile? Why is he asking me for my opinion on something so trivial? If someone was smiling, the first feature I would like to look on their face would be, in my opinion, for me, it's always the eyes, but I feel like Karma's kind of obviously he likes it when Lucette smiles, right? So maybe he's kind of a lip guy? I don't know. I think so. Despite myself, I find my gaze drop to Karma's lips. Why do I feel like I'm walking into a trap? The lips? My Princess, I didn't think I didn't think I would ever hear you say that, to look at my lips when I smiled. I did not say that. Oh, but you did! And Princess, I do believe you are blushing. Even though Karma never said that he was referring to his features, I thought about his lips anyway. The thought, it makes my heart flop, though I do not have the faintest idea why. 'Cause you like him, okay? Jesus. Anyway, I agree. Though my eyes are important, a smile isn't quite as brilliant without the lips. What? No! Karma's the eyes kind of guy? Shit, can I go back and change my answer? I want to change back. Can I change back? Alright, let's pretend that I didn't pick the lips last time. Let's go for the eyes. You always look at the person's eyes first, so the eyes? Eyes are the mirrors into your soul, as they say. Does that mean you always look into my eyes, Princess? The minute he says that, I look into his eyes. Karma flutters his eyelashes at me, and I look back down and grumble. What was that, a trick? Made you look. What did you think? Think? Of my eyes, do they draw you in? I never looked at Karma's eyes closely, but now that he keeps talking about them, I cannot help but look closer. His eyes are a pretty color. He does have a pretty color eye, like, it's very beautiful. You don't have to answer that, Princess, I'm just kidding. Of course. Your eyes on the other hand are beautiful. You and Rumple really are the same person. You both spelled nonsensical compliments. Nonsensical? Oh, Princess, I'm so offended. I mean, what I say, unlike that fool. Anyway, I let you choose the order of things. Fine. Just don't make me look like a clown, Princess. I know how much you like to tease me, but I need to get out of here quickly today. If you need to leave quickly, shouldn't you just do your makeup yourself? And miss an opportunity to have you help me? Nonsense! If I can, I'll have you help me with my hair some other time. The way you do yours is beautiful. I always put effort into my hair, as Mother always emphasized the importance of looking like a princess. But I never received compliments on my hairstyle before. Her hairstyle is freaking cute, though! Karma gives me his makeup supplies while I start layering the color on his face. When we are this close, I cannot help but carefully inspect every one of his features. I do not think I even did something like this with my mother. You know, Princess, I don't think I deserve your thanks. I pause and raise an eyebrow at him. What? You have been helping me for a while, and I haven't helped you with your curse at all. What I did today was just a coincidence. Coincidence? Are you sure? Because, like, you were there, like, at the right time. I heard you went to town with Waltz, so I followed you too. I only happened to catch what happened in the alleyway. You managed to see me, even though there were many people who didn't? I have good eyes, probably. Probably. It's not like you to be so humble. Lucette, I am once again offended. And why were you following us in the first place? You said you were too tired to go into town today. I was worried. It was strange not accompanying you today. Worried? Why would you be worried? Karma looks puzzled for a few moments. He glances at himself in the mirror solemnly, then shrugs. Intuition, perhaps? Waltz mentioned something about being watched. Is there something that Waltz and Karma are watching out for that I'm not? Huh, that's interesting. They might know something, because that is true. Waltz did say he felt like people were watching them. Not in a normal way either. Karma closes his eyes momentarily, and I take the opportunity to dust his eyes with eyeshadow. He doesn't seem to mind. Princess, you haven't spoken about what happened today with Delora and Parfait, have you? No, not yet. You came to thank me first? Yes. Oh. Karma falls into silence and continues to work, sweeping blush on his high-boned cheeks. Princess, do you know anything about that man who tried to drag you away today? No, he only said that he worked for the king, before telling me he would take me back to the palace. I wonder how he recognized you. I was wondering that myself. How curious. And alarming. The only ones who should pose for a problem at this time are witches. Witches? What do they have to do with me? Well, I only meant that witches are the only ones who can see through our curses. So that man spoke with a witch? It's possible. But why? Why would the witches want me back in the palace? Or was that man trying to lead me somewhere else? I suppose either way, the man couldn't have wanted to bring me back to the palace for a good reason. It is possible that the witch gave a commoner a description of you? But then, why would... Karma stops talking and looks up at something with sympathy. Sorry, I'm just running my head for ideas. Are the witches really so dangerous? And what did they want with me in the first place? Curious! What does that mean? That is true. Because, again, Lucette doesn't even know really about the fairy tales because her mother, like, fucking, you know, was controlling her. Who knows what the fuck the mother said to her about, like, what happened with the war and whatever. Rest assured, Princess, we'll figure this out. I nod my head slowly. I have a lot of questions for Delora and Parfait, but it is possible that they might not know everything. I will need to think on my own as well, just in case they decide to keep me more secrets from them. I look at Karma and shake my head. Next time I'll be more wary. I won't let myself be caught unaware. Before I realize it, Karma has his hand on my cheek and staring at me solemnly. His eyes are cold and unmoving as steel. Princess, there won't be a next time. That's what I said. Next time I'll make sure that you'll definitely not be alone. Had I been alone today, I might have actually been kidnapped. I know that, but I cannot show weakness. I just need to be more cautious. I'm not some damsel in distress, you know. Having someone at your back is far more comforting. Even on the battlefield, knights fight better together. What's wrong? Nothing. Was he a knight? Am I right that he's a knight? What? He moves his hands away from his face and stands up, sighing. His eyes look suddenly distant and the posture is stiff. I think we're about done here, right? I haven't finished your makeup, though. Wait, why am I even concerned about that? Oh, sometimes simple is better. Or would you like me to sit back down? I do enjoy being pampered by you, Princess. I take it back. We are definitely done. Good. Thank you for your hard work. In an instant, the mood changed, and the bright smile once again graces Karma's face. As much as I hate to do this, I'm going to have to leave you, darling. I have business in town and then the patrol later tonight. I probably won't see you for the rest of the day, but... Thank you. He's thanking me for putting on his makeup? It was such a small thing. You're welcome. You already thanked me, though. Now you can tell that I'm twice as thankful as the normal person. That doesn't make any sense, but it's Karma. A lot of things he says doesn't make any sense. That was sweet. But yeah, I definitely think now, after that reaction, Karma's a fucking knight. He used to be one. I leave the room with Karma and decide to leave the tavern to go find Parfait and Delora. The two of them are sitting together in the reception, speaking in hushed voices when I arrive. They both pause to look up at me as I walk into the room. Well, 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 if it isn't the princess, took you long enough to come see us. Anise told us that you weren't unharmed. We're glad to see you safe, Princess. So, how about telling us what happened? When prompted, I tell them everything that transpired in the alleyway, the two of them, and only exchange a solemn glance when I am done. Do you know something about all this that I don't? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? You remember what I said about the Tenebrum corrupting witches? Well, those witches don't like seeing curses broken. They might know where they can because they can. That's why I cast a glamour spell on you when you arrived here so that you could remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you. To protect me? I feel like there was more to this than they are hiding, but I do not think that any amount of convincing will get them to say anything. Of course these two freaking know! Forgive us, Princess, we're not entirely sure what's going on either. Though, if it is a human that captured you, he must be working with a witch somehow. troublesome, to say the least. But we don't know the details yet. Give us some time to figure things out. Until we figure out who that man is and who he's working for, you need to have an escort with you when you go out to the Martians at all time. Do you understand? And once you figure it out, you will tell me? The two exchange another look, which only makes me frustrated. They obviously are keeping secrets right in front of me. We'll tell you once everything falls into place. What does that mean? Don't worry, Princess. We would never let you be put in any danger. The silence is what ends our conversation. I make my way back to my room, feet heavy. I feel like a fly caught in a spider's web. I try my best to clear my mind as I return to my room. Huh. I definitely know it's obvious they know what's going on. I'm just so convinced that it's the mother, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it is. The days go by slowly and I make no progress with my curse. Karma is busy with the knights today, and Delore and Parfait are busy talking with Rumple about his curse in his room. Tonight is the perfect night to go and wander the town by myself. I need to see if I can find anything about the witches and what is happening around the kingdom. Delore and Parfait are not going to tell me anything, and no one has wanted to take me out of the Martians since the kidnapping attempt. These thoughts spiral helplessly in my mind as I sit at the table. I have just finished work from the day, and the activities in the Martian is beginning to wind down. Garland stands at the door just as the last few customers leave the Martian. Jurin is walking around the room, making sure that there are no problems. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice two men pause halfway across the room and glance back at her. I can overhear the words from where I am. Shame she's a knight, eh? She's probably the type, too proud to let a man daunt on her. Ew! Get the fuck out! Bleeding shame indeed. But do you think if I tried to say something to her? You two. Fuck yeah, Garland! Protect your woman! Garland is suddenly standing behind the two men, an uncuriously dark glow on his face. Is there a problem? Doors are closing for the night. I'm going to have to ask you to please leave. No need to get so uptight, lad. We're on our way out. The two men walk out and Garland stands in the middle of the tavern area glaring after them. He has more than less pushed them out of the tavern. If Anise had seen that, she'd probably have scolded him. Garland? You okay? Of course. You think you can fool me? I've known long enough to know that something's bothering you. Jurin is still looking insistently at Garland, who looks down at the floor. Is he going to say something to her? Garland says nothing, though. He looks lost for words. Finally, Jurin reaches out and pokes his shoulder, and he looks up startled. Still the same as always, the silent, watchful knight. Only says things with certainty when he knows that they're the truth. Even the princess is waiting for you to say something. Both the knights turn to look at me, and Garland seems surprised. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he hurriedly looks away. Patrol is starting soon. I'll head out first. Okay, be safe. Garland nods at her, and with a little smile before he leaves at the tavern. Dude, just fucking tell her you like her! My god! Going to sleep soon, princess? I was going to head up. I stand up and getting ready to move the room, but stop once more to look at Jurin. Did you hear what those men were saying? Oh, about me being too proud or something? So she did hear them, but chose not to say anything. It doesn't bother me, they're right. I've been independent for a long time. I would never think about pledging my safety to a man I barely know. I can take care of myself. Blunt and to the point, Jurin was admired for that and honesty in the palace. The only other men I've trusted before are my fellow knights, Garland most of all, since we've always been partners. She doesn't explain any further. I decide that is for the better. The sooner everyone is cleared out, the sooner I can leave the Martian. Tonight will be the night I go looking for answers. Girl, you're gonna get in trouble, are you crazy? She's going by herself? Oh my god, I need a save. You fucking crazy? You're gonna die. Sorry, Karma, but I can handle myself. I'm going to prove it tonight. I may not be able to fight, but I can still be cautious enough not to land myself into trouble. Still, I do not happen to hear much of anything as I am exploring the town tonight. I should have brought along some kind of weapon, but then I would have to steal a knife from the kitchen. I'm not a thief. What the fuck is she doing? Hours pass before I pass a tavern filled with knights. Deciding that I will at least listen to what is happening at the palace, I linger by an open door and listen to what the men are saying. I hear that young First is having a hard time of it. I feel bad for the lad. Even Sir Alcaster thinks he's gone mad. Well, he does keep talking about a princess that doesn't exist. Oh! That's right, because Princess Curse too, right? Of course he's gonna remember Lucette. Fritz still remembers me? But how? Even his father is growing worried of his babbling. Sir Mythos forced him on a break the other day. He didn't seem happy about it. Well, Sir Mythos must think he's crazy too. Poor Fritz. Can you keep a secret? The knights look at each other and I lean close as possibly as I can. Apparently the boy spoke some truth. Though Sir Alacaster doesn't quite believe it, he's looking for the daughter of the previous queen. What? The witch and the daughter? The previous queen? And are they talking about Mother? How dare they call her a witch? Yo, she is a witch, right? Yikes, and Lucette doesn't even know! Apparently she did, though I don't even remember such a girl. This is the top secret stuff. I just happened to wrestle this out. One of the lackeys looking for her. What would Sir Alacaster need this girl for? I am assuming she's dangerous and that they want to get rid of her. Are they talking about me? Oh, fuck! That Peter Baelish motherfucker that we saw in the prologue. The creepy guy. He's the one who sent the dude after Lucette. So does that mean... Because Delora Parfait said that this person must be working with a witch if they know that Lucette exists. So, is the mother still alive and is he still working for her? Like, that would make a lot of sense if that was the case. The fuck? I'm curious. How are we supposed to find this imaginary princess anyway? Did she have any features? Aye, they described her features. Last man who went looking for her said she wore a special pendant around her neck. Should I get out? I should get out of here. I turn to leave the tavern, but my cloak snags on the door and falls to the floor, chirping me in the process. I end up halfway down the hallway in the tavern, where the chatter abruptly stops. No! Oh no! Is this... Oh, a lady. The knights that were talking approach me. One of them picks up my cloak. I attempt to grab my cloak from my fingers, but they pull it away from me and I stumble into one of them. Madam. He moves to take my hand, and then he stops to see my face. Her face and the necklace! You think she's the one? You think she's spying on us? Witch! One of the knights grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me towards him. He is far stronger than the man in the alleyway was. Unhand me right now! I am no witch! Then there should be no problem. We're just gonna take you in, and if there's some big misunderstanding, we'll repay you ourselves, miss. No, let me go. This behavior is not fitting of a knight. Come now, miss. Let's go back quietly. Oh shit! God damn it! I want to fight back again, because like I wouldn't. But these are different. They're not like the dude in the alleyway. These are knights, so they know how to fight. Oh fuck! I gotta say, I'm gonna try to fight though. I feel like I still need to. I may be outnumbered, but I cannot let myself be caught. Maybe the people at the bar will help me. I open my mouth to scream, but one of the knights covers my mouth with some attention falls on us. Nothing to fear here, everyone. Just a criminal we apprehended. I struggle in their grasp, but the men are too strong for me. Don't fight back, ma'am. Resistance is useless. Everyone in the bar looks scared of me. This is even worse than everyone's glaring at me. I try to blink back the tears as they come into my eyes. Come on, let's take her to the palace. Fuck! The knights lead me out at the empty streets. Why? Why did I have to be so stubborn? The knights continue to pull me down into the path until we are in the narrow street. Everyone who sees us walks away avoiding the knights. There's fear in their eyes. But I have done nothing wrong. Ma'am, if it makes you feel any better, we're risking our own rank as this as well. I don't know. I'm suspicious of... Who goes there? Karma, please. Yes, Karma! I look up and I notice Karma's familiar figure walking towards us. What is he doing here, and why isn't he in his disguise? Gentlemen, I ask that you unhand that woman. As a knight, I would be ashamed to have been seen treating a lady so terribly. He's a fucking knight! Yo, he's a fucking knight! Oh my god. Who are you? Her husband. What? Unhand her, gentlemen, or taste my blade. Sir, we are going to take her to the palace to... I will give you on the count of 3. One knight keeps his grip on me as the other draws a sword. I stare at Karma, who continues to count, though the knight attacks him before his sword leaves his sheath. Karma and the knight trade blows, but it is Karma who comes out victorious. His blade slides past the knight's shoulder, disarming him and giving up Karma to open he needs. Karma reaches back to his free hand and knocks the knight out with a blow to the head. It may be my imagination, but for a few moments, I think I see the knight's blade glimmer across the surface of Karma's hand before it falls. The knight holding me up holds his hands up in surrender. I yield, sir! It seems no matter how the situation turns out, you are dishonorable. Please, sir! Karma knocks him out, then stands beside me and sheaths his sword. Karma, a few moments to set. Karma spends some time forcing a potion of bile down each of the knight's throat. I watch him quietly, fear that he might have killed them, but the knights only seem to be asleep. A potion that Parfait gave me. It will make the men forget that they saw you. When Karma stands up again, I notice the glimmer of blood on his hands, and I stare. You're hurt! It's nothing. I'm sorry. Come, princess, let's go back. Jeez, how did Karma know? I mean, to come there, you know what I mean? I think he already knew that she was gonna, like, be ignoring everybody's, like, warning and just go by herself. But I mean, like, how did he know where to find her? It's very interesting. He pulls me right out onto the main street and does not let go of my hand. I cannot bring myself to speak. Karma has saved me twice now. Not only that, but this time he's injured. He says nothing, but his bloodied hand does not move at all. Why does he have to be so stubborn, and as I insist I can handle myself? I do not speak for a long time. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. That was crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. Oh my god, Karma is a fucking knight. And he's a hero. He just saved Lucette again. I love it. But once again, Lucette is being stupid by going on by herself. But I'm pretty sure her mother's a witch and she doesn't fucking know that. And I think Peter Baelish asshole is working for the mother, and for some reason the mother didn't die, but it wants to take the daughter back. I don't know, something like that. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the companions, and let me know what you guys thought about Cinderella so far. And the fact that, like, Karma is finally showing his real side now, you know what I mean? So it makes me happy to see that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
Poppy!
Where's Clementine?
Head east. We'll catch up.
Okay. But where's Clementine? Come on! Don't tell her to just leave her. I swear to fucking God. Oh, come on. Now Prescott's down. Thanks a lot.